Welcome to another video with Steve Douglas on Wildcatters TV. Steve shares his tips, tricks, and methods, and in his own way, makes you feel like you're spending a day on the boat with him. Ride along with Steve and take your catfishing skills to the next level. We'd like to thank our sponsors, XL Boats, Monster Rod Holders. Monster Rod Holders are monster strong. Tangling with Catfish Rods. Mustad Hooks, the best-selling hook on the planet. Fat Boy Custom Rods. Now, here's the Catfish dude, Steve Douglas.
Alright, let's go fishing, guys. Alright guys, we got another little aggravator here, but it's action. Alright. I would normally lip a fish that small, but that hook, he's got that hook buried in the bottom of that lip where I normally want to grab. But right. It's action, but not what I want. See you, buddy. We're going to keep chugging along, fellas. We may find us a big one here shortly. We're just drifting down this main riverbed, the old riverbed in the Tennessee River, right next to a channel edge. Alright guys, the reason I threw it out there like that is if you just drop this bait straight down, then a lot of times that bait wants to do the twirly bird on the way down. It just all wraps up. But sometimes you throw it out like that and then thumb it down and keep that sinker ahead of that bait, and it doesn't twist on you like that. Now we're down straight under the boat and we're good to go. Look at this single line going across the top here. That's my bait, and if you've seen, we had a catfish come up off the bottom. Look at it. Kind of was interested in it, but just kind of went off. We got a few more down through here. We got something going on back there I might be dragging. That's one of the pains of drifting, guys. You'd be drifting in 60 foot of water 1 minute and turn around and now you're drifting in 54, 56. And you got to continually monitor your lines to make sure they're at least 3 to 4 or 5 foot off the bottom. And just like this one here, he's getting a little too close to the bottom. We're going to pull him up. And you can probably see where it was adjusted. We went from here, this blue line, to up here to 50 foot now. It'll take a minute to show up, but when you're drifting like this, and especially in current, you really got to be on your toes so you don't get all of them hung up. There's nothing worse than drifting into a 4, 5, 6 rod snag when the boat wants to continue going and all your poles are going down because they're snagged. So you just got to keep on your toes. Look here, I'm getting a bite on this already. And you can see where he come up in the line. You know, the blue line coming across here is my bait. And you can see him in there fiddling with it right now. They come up, they get a little interest in it, and then they go back down. But other times they'll hit it and go with it. Sometimes you can even call. Sometimes you can even call when that fish is going to hit. But you know, like I say, we've had some different weather. The water, he's down hitting right now. It's a little one, but he's swimming with it. Look here on the depth finder. He's done swam out of the picture. Now he's probably turned it loose, it looks like, and it'll come back down. All right, guys, like I say, you need to keep on your toes when you're drifting. We was in 50 foot of water a while ago. All of a sudden, we're in 62 foot of water, and you can see where I just dropped my bait down. As you see, there's a fish below me here, but if you see I'm gonna pull my line up and watch that red and blue line. See how it comes up? And we'll drop it right back down. But like I say, you want to be on your toes. You want to keep that bait 3 to 4 to 5 foot up off the bottom at all times. At least that's where you want to start at. But 9 times out of 10, that's where you're going to find most of your fish. I think we're going to drop it down even a little bit more. We about hit one on the head there. Hit me again. Oh, look at here. All right, guys, we've had a little pester fish down there pecking on this, pulling down on the end, and just eating the heck out of it. You can see this was a full head at one time, but by them picking and spinning on this thing, this hook has embedded back into it, and we had a takedown a few minutes ago and missed it. And you know, I can see why it missed now. So check your baits often before you do that, guys, because it could save you some time and it could save you a big fish. That's why a head, when you're using heads like this, it's a double-edged sword. You can miss a bunch of big fish like it, but you can also catch a bunch of big fish. So like I say, just check your baits frequently, guys, especially when you've had a few little taps and hits. It's amazing what them fish can do in just a short amount of time with a bait. That's another flathead. I can tell how he's fighting.